Hello Pokemon trainers, Jinx and Micah here, and we are giving all the Eeveelutions new fresh coats of paint, because nothing's worse than you're playing Pokemon and you stumble across a shiny Pokemon and the Pokemon looks identical to the regular Pokemon. The Eeveelutions though, they've been very hit or miss in the fandom. Some people love them. Some people think they could do a little bit better with their color palettes. What do you think, Micah?
Well, I think we had a chance to make some changes.
Yeah, so let's get into it. Without further ado, let's start with Eevee. So regular Eevee's brown and silver, shiny Eevee's silver. I like it, but you don't.
No, it just looks way too similar. It seems like it lost just a little bit of color and maybe the TV was going wrong.
We're gonna play with it a little bit. We had a few different variations for shiny Eevee. And we went everything from like a pink lemonade to a little fire red, and we eventually settled on a very bubblegum pink looking Eevee, and we kind of based it off of cotton candies. What's more normal than cotton candy?
Well, and this one just really pops. It's kind of very different from the original shiny. You know that this one is special.
Yeah, we actually decided to go with this one because in the original anime, the first shiny Pokemon was shiny Butterfree and it was pink, so we're like, let's just go with that. There you go. I actually think Eevee looks perfect just the way it is, so it was really hard to give that a new design for it to make sense. Next up was my OG favorite, Vaporeon. So for you wanted to go red. I wanted to go like a very sunburst pink.
And there was precedence for that. Gyarados when shiny turned red, so I thought that would be really fun for Vaporeon.
Yeah, I think when we were editing these, we noticed what's really cool is if you give two tones, like the shiny yellow around the Vaporeon with a hot pink was just super fun, very mermaid colors, so we kind of just felt that was it. That was it. I love it though. I love shiny Vaporeon as it is. It's purple. I thought that was cute. I really liked that. I have no problem with that. I actually think I've used a purple Vaporeon before. So let's move on. Jolteon is up next. And we both came up with different designs, but I think we ended up going with yours.
Yeah, well, this one just reminds me of our cat. We have tuxedo cats, and I thought that would be a really fun flip on this Pokemon.
Yeah, I went with a very like neutral gray silver design, kind of like the shiny Eevee, but Michael decided let's make it black, and the collar has like this electric blue, and I thought that was really cool. I was like, yeah, I'm here for it. I dig it. That was a good choice, Micah. You got that one. You got that one. Okay, what's next? That was another two-tone too, by the way. The next up is Flareon, and we had two designs for this. They look very similar, and I'm not even gonna lie, based these designs off of 90s My Little Pony colors. But we ended up going with, there was a purple one and a blue one, but we ended up going with the blue because it pops. Blue Fire, I just thought that was so cute, and it's another nod to cotton candy around the neck, so you know me, we love that cute stuff, so.
The two tones really bring out some of the cutest aspect of this Pokemon here, right there around the chin. The little like collar thing going on is really fun.
Yeah, and out of all of the shiny recolorings we did, this one's my favorite, hands down. It's just so stinking cute. Alright, what's up next? It's Espeon and Umbreon, right? Okay, so this is really cool. So, for those who don't know, fun fact, Espeon initially, in the original game before Gold and Silver came out during the prototypes, was a yellow to reference the sun and the day cycle. And I believe Umbreon was initially supposed to be a poison type, but they went with dark type. And, you know, dark is the evil type and all that. And I wanted to play off that energy with kind of like an angel and devil, but we kind of went with something kind of innocent for Espeon, giving it this very white rabbit with the pink eyes look. I thought that was really cute, kind of plays into the angel and the light and all of that, whereas Umbreon has the red look, which reflects the devil, and it's also the inverse with the white accents and the red base, whereas Espeon's the white base with the red inverse, or accents, I should say. You like that? Kind of like us, look!
Look at that.
I'll be Espeon, you can be Umbreon. What do you think of these?
They're so great. I mean, you know, even with just the reds and whites, there's still the undertones of the little purple and little blue that's actually helping really bring them alive.
Yeah, it gives it a little bit of dimension,
Yeah.
like the lavender shadows. I really like these two. I remember when they first came out, like, I was like, ooh, new evolutions. Fun fact, also in the prototypes, Leafeon was supposed to be the third Pokemon in these, in Gold and Silver, but they cut it, and they brought it back generations later. Thank God, because it looks a lot cuter now. So moving on, speaking of Leafeon, Leafeon's up next. So, okay, we came up with 4 different designs for Leafeon, and I have to be very honest with you, I love all of them. However, we decided on one. Well, at least I decided on one. You feel free to choose whichever one you like. But I chose the green one because I always felt Leafeon should be green. All the evolutions are like a solid color, and Leafeon's too close to Eevee for me. It's so stinking cute, though. And this, what I love about this is it's green, but it has like the pink tips, kind of like how some plants have the pinkish veins, kinda. What do you think?
I think it's just perfect the way it is green. It really pops, and you know, Leafeon should be green. I mean, it relates so well to who they are.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Meganium, a little bit, you know?
Oh, a little, yeah.
Yeah, I remember long ago when I was younger, I'm like, if they ever came out with a grass-type Eevee, you should name it Flareon and have flowers all over it. That didn't happen. I'm not mad at it though, so. But all these designs are really fun and colorful. And I love how, like, even the pinks and the yellows make it look very tropical too, hey?
Yeah, definitely. And it almost looks like a gradient as you talk about it going further out into the ears and the tail.
Yeah, I saw some on the internet. Some people based their recolorings on like cherry blossoms or fall and autumn leaves. I thought that was a cool design because the original shiny Leafeon doesn't really have anything different, really. I mean, I can't tell the difference. What are you thinking?
I'm just so glad that we can tell this one apart.
Yeah. So moving on to the next one is Glaceon. And this was one that was a little difficult for us, actually. We actually made a lot of variations on this one. We came back to this one multiple times, and I think part of the reason for that was we didn't want to... Well, I think the one we initially settled on was this red and white one. It was very Christmas looking, right? And we felt it looked too close to Espeon. So we're like, no. We didn't end up going with that one. But which one do you like? I want to hear what you like first out of these.
Well, the pink and yellow one is really great because it pops so much and it actually looks really... It's like we've come up with our own shiny versions, and it means that pink has to pop up every time.
You know, I based that one off of My Little Pony as well. Obviously, I like all of them, but I think I went with the black and gold one because it really reminded me of like Egypt and Bast, and I felt like that just looked very cool. It actually gives very Umbreon vibes, kinda, doesn't it?
Definitely, especially at least before we did our work.
Yeah, I mean, they all look really fun. I mean, they all could work, and I think all of them are a step up from just a lighter shade of cyan and blue. But it's cool, though. I mean, we love Glaceon. I think it was a nice introduction to, along with Leafeon, and we saved my favorite evolution for last, Sylveon. Okay, hands down, this was, without question, the hardest one to edit because it has so many colors. And I was really just going to get to that point where I just based every single one of them off of a pride flag because, like, I didn't know what to do. But I think we came up with some good options. So, we came up with, let's see here, lavender, pink, purple, red, and I want to say like a teal, cyan, aqua.
Aqua, yeah.
Yeah. Which one do you like?
Oh, I like the aqua one. I think it brings all the different colors that we have represented alive. Also, just everything pops there. The little bow tie actually is much more obvious there in the aqua and yellow.
So I took a different stance, and this, honestly, I love them all. I think they're all kind of cute. I went with this lavender one with like this coral eyes because I felt like it was different from all the other shinies, and part of what I did with this, my elimination process, was making sure they don't look too much like the other shinies. And for example, original Jolteon and original Espeon are both lime green. I was like, we could have done something differently there. But fun fact, I think the original Pokemon games from Gen 2 to like 4, all the shinies were kind of randomly colored. So I think in more recent games now they actually color them because people really appreciate shinies. They're like, hey, we probably should make them better and step up our shiny game and not just leave it up to an algorithm. But I just felt that all the shinies should look a little different, so I went with the lavender.
I think they're all great. I actually like how there's like a pastel theme kind of going on here.
Yeah, I could totally see like these evolutions being based off of pride flags. Like just change them all. Give me a non-binary Eevee, a pansexual Eevee, a lesbian Eevee, or should I say Sylveon? Sylveon. I'm here for it. Yeah, so what are your guys' thoughts on the shiny evolutions? Do you like our recolorings? Do you hate them? Do you think they could improve them? Do you think they should add more shiny evolutions?
Should we have left it alone?
Yeah. All right, me, Jinx, and Micah, and we are signing out, Pokemon trainers. Bye.